And welcome back, folks. Hope everyone's doing well. Well, let's see. I wanted to get to this location, the last one that's uncharted out of the entire map, with the exception of to the Imperium, which sounds like an opportunity for an expansion more than anything else. Two scales realm. Okay, let's see. So let's over here. I'm going to reduce it unsafe. Let's warp travel here. Oh, we got a card inverted. The living legend from the lower decks threatens the safety. What? Lord Captain, urgent report from the vessel's shrine. A group of unknown assailants have invaded his temple and plundered the incorruptible relics of your ancestors, slaughtering devout worshippers as they went. The High Factorium is among the had Master Montag and Mr. Sarbeck not arrived in time. Fortunately, Master Danrock survived and remains conscious. Great pain. He implores your lordship to come to the temple and hear his confession? KIbellah. And so it comes to pass. I performed a reading of his tarot, this morning watch siren. But the visions sent by the Undying One were too indistinct. I saw rivers of blood flowing towards the bones of the dead, and blurred figures laughing, trending upon the ashes of the fallen. It is now clear. The Undying One desires me to follow the figure's track. Thus my hunt begins. Okay, so this is some sort of side quest for KIbellah. Alright, so gotta have KIbellah. Let's see. Who do I want in this? Yeah, we'll do this. What the heck? So we've got to go to the shrine. What in the world's going on here? Ooh, dead bodies. Quick look. Make sure everyone's kit is good. I think it should be. All right. Well, this is a mess. Dead bodies everywhere. Master-at-Arms are barking orders. Confessor Adalbert is murmuring a prayer, and the Infernus Master is circling the chapel with a keen eye as if watching for a threat. Bella quickly sweeps her gaze over the destruction before focusing on the bloody footprints that stretch from the ruin of the Requiem. High Factorin's velvet coat is streaked with blood. Jarrus himself is deathly pale. The medical officer is working on the black gunshot wound in his chest, and Jarrus grunts faintly with every touch. He focuses his eyes on you with tremors. Forgive me for not greeting your lordship with a bow. I must tell you now, the Nemesites have stolen the great relic. Nemesites? The old wives' tale was was amazing corporeality. Whoever the bastard in the red scarf was, he went by that name and spoke very impertinently of your lordship. He dared to ridicule the way you allegedly tried to turn the commoners of the Foundry Bay against him with a bribe. What a despicable character. Just an arrogant rebel wrapping himself in a crimson rag and wreaking havoc. Not this time. No one has ever dared to raid the upper decks before. Never in the ship's history has the fury of the rebel been so blind and fierce. Generous, what happened here? Alright, serfs, red headscarves burst into the chapel and started shooting. Their leader made for the relic, the remains of the honorable rogue trader brought here from the mutant-sullied crypt. And when I realized that the sacred ashes of your ancestors were about to fall into the filthy hands of the heretic, one intended on desecrating the glorious dynasty, no, I could not be allowed to happen. I blocked the path. The bastard allowed himself a few vile insults against me, which I am obliged to omit, but I did not give in to the provocation. I was hoping to buy myself some time. Then the so-called Nemesites started reviling the customs of the ship, berating the officers and enforcers before insulting the very name of your lordship yourself. I threw my glove in his face and demanded a duel, but the honorless villain just shot me. He laughed at the depraved creature. Then he committed sacrilege by stealing the relic and shattering the sarcophagus. Forgive me, your lord. I have failed to preserve the sacred ashes of your ancestors. Okay, inspect the empty altar. Okay, how did he insult me? I dare not repeat the slander. Yeah, sure, why not? He called you a ghoul who sits on the throne of bones. Okay, fine. Forgive me, your lordship. I had to apologize. I had to repent. For many years I did my best to serve the dynasty, but at most crucial hour I failed. Shame scorches my pathetic, cowardly heart, your lordship. I had to tell you how deeply. Hold on, Janice. I will not let you die here. Proud to serve, dynasty. The papers, your lordship. Have the clerk double... Oh, he's freight bills. Oh. How badly is he wounded? He's losing a lot of blood. I advise to hurry. Yeah, okay. Continue. I am holding on, your lordship. Not worry. Whatever matters now is that you recover the relic. Some miracles preserved Master Danrock's life long enough that he might address you. His fate now rests in the hands of him. May he show mercy on the selfless man. I did not. I was on my way to offer prayers when I heard gunfire ran as fast as I could. When I got here, I saw Master Danrock, and I think the next thing I did was to press his wounds with spout curses. Okay. So much for being a heroic repairman. It wasn't much use, was I? How did the renegades get up here? They had help. We discovered the hidden corpses of several chaplain attendants. Jairus took the clothes and led the Nemesites and his accomplice straight past the patrols. They were good people, pious people. They never slighted a serf in their lives. Why punish them? I swear these sins will be avenged. May the Emperor be my witness. Okay. May the Emperor protect you. Apologies, your lordship, but we're taking Master Danrock away. His son will tell you anything more at the present. Every second delay could cost him his life. Yeah, go. Oh, another cutscene. Or just another scene. We'll see. Alright. Einrich. So what have we so far? Master Danrock is on a deathbed. All the attackers to your dead are absconded with a sacred relic. And the witnesses all agree one thing. Nemesite and his accomplices came out of nowhere and struck suddenly. Only the throne knows where we can find these bastards now. We will find them. We'll turn the vessel inside out if we must. There's nowhere even a void rat can... Yeah. Bella, there is no need. Blood's whispers will lead us to the Nemesite. Blood whispers? Did you perform another divination? Yes and no. His tarot guided me here and told me of the evil that lurked in the shrine. But beyond that, the bloody path carelessly treaded by the raiders will reveal the truth. With all due respect, Spinner, the enforcers have already questioned all the witnesses, compelled extensive lift hesitant, none of which tells us anything about how or where the troublemaker calling himself Nemesite might have escaped to. See, Chaka? Undoubtedly, Lord Captain. Perhaps the Servant of Death will share her insights, as we all might understand what happened here and what we should do next. Everything you know. Okay. Okay, so she says. Yeah. Again, this game is a novel into itself. It's really well done. Sharply turns her face with crimson splashes on the floor and wall of the shrine. Her pupils dilate, threaten to drown her irises in darkness. Her expression turns distant. Her voice becomes low and strange. This blood is drawn in a pattern of retribution. The one who spilt it appeared later. They move swiftly and fortuitous and numb to their own wounds. An enforcer who was drawn to the gunfire and witnessed the sacrilege. Probably. As for the pattern, points a barely visible chain of scarlet driplets. It was made in fury and desperation. The one who left it was wounded, but they did not flee. They fought back while they could, and then they retreated into the darkness. Into the darkness of the maintenance tunnels, hidden within the walls of the shrine. Ooh. There's no need for revelations to the undying Emperor here. For one who has dedicated a life to understanding the tenets of the web, depth speaks a language clearer than words. Blood, well, she's doing blood splatter analysis. Blood writes the chronicles of the final hour, and it holds the answers. It speaks to me. It can tell me with what Instrument it was spilt. Yada yada yada. Okay. For a spinner, 2 wounds are alike. No 2 wounds are alike. Okay, got it. I'm glad she's on our side. If the attackers have escaped maintenance tunnels, we can send in reinforcements after. The technical car can send hundreds of meters in different directions. Nemesis and his men must be familiar with the tunnels and possess either a map or a guide. Without a clear trail, the enforcers risk getting lost and wasting valuable time. Not to mention the fact the narrow tunnels are perfect for an ambush. No idea where to find them. Tunnels only answer the questions of how he left. Now death will tell us where he was heading. Okay. More analysis? He stinks of smoke. The smoke of singed coveralls, vile Leho sticks, and burnt scarred urchins. Charred meat. Again, forensic analysis. Your wounds hold the answer. You dressed it carefully. Not inside the shrine. Before that, something struck you, ripped the tissue apart, burnt you, turned your hands into a worthless lump. It was not fire, no! The fury of a conductive charge. It marked you, heretic. I recognize your wounds. I, for myself, encountered it on those I take to the other side, within the plasma drive chamber. Okay. Plasma drive chamber, sure. Okay, yes. But I can't say if it's worth drawing conclusions based on a conversation with Corp. But if it is, then I concur the esteemed spinner's findings. All that about burns, a conductive charge, the smell of cheap immediately made me think of the plasma drive technical compartment. Makes sense to me. The cult of the Ravenous Star used the chamber, yes. Immunity cell and their secret stockpile were destroyed, I'm sure of it. Nevertheless, you are right. Same troubling thought crossed my mind that could be conducted to the Nemesis. We've already wiped out those xenomutants, or whoever they were, so we have one last thing to worry about. All that's left is deal with the cutthroat and his henchmen. Gather forces, we follow the trail. No! Domin Malik, you must stay. You are the one that the Nemesites have challenged, and those we hunt now know you by sight. You will frighten away the prey, and we will lose the trail until the next tragedy occurs. What do you suggest we do? I will go to the plasma drive chamber alone. I will track down the false champion and all who serve him, and I will prepare the grounds for your own hunt. Okay, got it, I guess. Out of the question. Enforcement squad will certainly scare off the vermin. I'm not letting you go alone, servant of death. You and I will go to the chambers together. We will bring down all those who have dared to insult the Lord Captain. Okay, so she wants to come. I'm going to. A couple of good friends in the plasma drive chamber. The nosy kind who know everything about everyone. Convincing them shouldn't be difficult, especially if I pull a few favors. I'll be there. It'll be the 3 of us. What a company. So be it. But not like this. Much like your faces, your guises are too conspicuous. KIbellah's right. Be prudent to use a disguise. I agree. The enforcers will procure regular work clothes for us. We will carry only inconspicuous weapons, and we can hide easily in our tool bags. It will help us blend in with the crowd. Before I depart to hunt the Nemesis, I ask the Bowman to bless me. I pledge never to leave your side, yet the hunt demands that I do just that. Grant me this permission by performing a ceremony of twinning. Twinning! When your people have taken their leave, under the gaze of the Undying One, we will begin the rite. Sure. The rite will of blessing for a sacred hunt. With it, the domain casts their shadow over the path to carnage. Under your benediction, I'll strike harder and tread more softly. In the ceremony. With your permission, Lord Captain, the Infernus Master and I will take leave now and set out, prepare for our descent into the chambers. We dare not intrude, your lordship. Okay. Okay, everybody. Another cutscene? No. Sit down, Dominic Mound. Listen, let the ceremony of twinning begin. Okay, finally home blade, cards the intricate symbol on the floor. Then she produces a small bundle of wrapped incense-laden parchment and sets it alight. You are my domain, I am your blade. I am honored by your blessing. My arms are strong while your will is strong. As long as the Undying One hears your prayers, my feet will go unheard. Her blade kisses her palm, dark blood begins to trickle, spread over the bottom of the ritual cup she has just now appeared in her hands. With our will, we shall spin a scarlet web, the symbol of the hunt. May it be Herald of our praise demise. She puts a dagger in your hand, and you suddenly feel how blah, 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 blah. Heartbeat slows inside your chest. Her words linger, then rush through your mind in a deluge. The heavy scent of incense envelops you and makes your head spin. Make a small cut on your palm. Pain gives way to a burning sensation. KIbellah grasps your hands and squeezes it over the ritual cup. This new discomfort is quickly replaced again, this time by the dull numbness of the faint warmth of blood flowing from your open wound. You know, this is a guy that sticks his hand into the mouth of the one cogitator where it bites on him and, you know, spills blood, so I think he's fine. Continue. The twinning is the blood oath I have made to my lord. She dips her fingers into the spilt blood and traces the symbol, first on her own forehead, then on yours. It appears to resemble the blade that is cutting through an intricate knot. Anoint me with your blessing, Dominic Malik, that I may may the ceremony of twinning commence. Her face blurs before your eyes, no matter how hard you try to focus and dispel the vision. In place of her face, you see a death mask, a broken skull with hollow eye sockets. All right, let's see. I see strange things. Fury be resolved. May your loyalty flag instead of a guy. Be merciful to those you may hunt. May be victims of the cell. Upon your blessing, so on and so forth. Can we finish this up now? Okay. Let's see. This. You are learning to see what is hidden behind the familiar shell. Keep practicing, and years later you'll be able to see the truth even with your eyes closed. May your loyalty to the flagship be served during this mission. May your fury be resolved and unshakable. Be merciful. No, I don't want to be merciful. I am your shield, your shadow, your weapon. Your enemies find only vengeance in the close embrace of my blades. Okay. Your body cannot accompany us on this chase, Domin, but your spirit, there's nothing the spirit cannot do. The twinning is complete. You and I are now bound by the blood oath. Think of me while I hunt, as I will think of you. Become a thought flowing through my mind. If the Undying One is gracious to us, he will send you dreams, and those dreams you will see me. If he is more gracious still, those dreams will become truths. I trust you, KIbellah. Let us begin. You perceive a faint smile beneath the death mask. KIbellah hands you the cup and begins tracing her fingers around the bottom while whispering a prayer. Watch now, Dominant Malik. What does thy seeing eye behold? What does thy seeing eye behold in the convergent patterns of the blood? She draws your attention to the symbol she has. You see images. You see shifting images in the blood. A spider crafting a web. Blurred shadows that could resemble either a swarm or a void of roid rats or an enraged hound crossing blades. A card of the Emperor's Tarot. But as soon as your gaze lingers on any of them, reality bleeds through the fluid shapes. Soon your spirit will be able to follow me. I will bid the servants to carry your body to your chambers where you will not be disturbed. Wait in silence and safety. For me, the hunt has begun. Alright, so... fades away, and dialogue. And another... Oh! Plasma! We're already down to the plasma drive chambers. Wow, that was fast. So there's going to be 3 of us in this. So this is KIbellah, I think. Maybe. Stale air, oppressive noise. Common whir of machinery drown out all thoughts. The place rings with tension, powerful energy coursing through the cables. Where the wails of the workers merged into the cacophony of indignant whispers and desperate prayers. Lost, mired in petty troubles, unmindful of their duties, their voices creak as covered in rust, and their eyes are dimmed by the endless drudgery and lack of light here on the working decks of the Dominant's great ark. I've seen it before. In these murky depths, people become creatures all too ready to devour each other for worldly gain, fleeting pleasures, and the imaginary freedom from obligation, born from the abyss of spiritual emptiness. The Undying One punishes them through me. Disgusting mutations, abominations, reflections of vice are born in these shadows. and I will be their doom. The thread shakes, the web is taut. Step silently, may the great hunt begin. I taste the air, the scent of fresh dye with a subtle note of sparks. This is new, pleasant. The upper decks reek of luxury, but here I feel comfortable. There is something else. This is it. I recognize the smell. Ungent. Oh, the burnt meat. Just like inside the shrine. Time has come to spin the scarlet web. To find the enemy, I must listen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. The rhythmic beat of the engine pumps. That is the ship's breathing. That is the ship's heartbeat. It is strange that I feel at home among the workers of the lower deck who pass their time like the living dead. Warmth spreads through my chest. I like to think that is the connection with which the Undying One bound my life and the Dunman's fate together. He has blessed us, and we hunt as one. Merge with the shadows. In the twilight of the chair, barely illuminated by the flickering candlelight, I become like them, a lost, mired servant. They will become unwitting allies in my hunt. Their hopelessness, their desperation, their thirst for survival will become tools for my use. Another cutscene. Who are these guys? Oh, okay. This has got to be, yeah, the other two. Then right now you're being stared at, but you can't do. I have a feeling right now. Okay, let's see. So what have we? Who are coming towards me? Familiar gates. Those are Dunman's servants. I would not be surprised to call us set out on the trail of Nemesis alone. The spinners are arrogant. We are just another soul to them. A gift to offer death. Does this remind you of anyone at all, Jocasta? Man is enamored with fire. Okay, so these are the two. Flaming Voice and Mistress of Steel. So let's examine them. Do the more to square conversations to become apparent. Single rock clothes, lower standards become. Yeah, okay, so I'm here. So they've dressed in crappy clothes, I get it. Kind of hard to hide that giant sword, though, isn't it? There she is. Welcome to Plasma Drives, esteemed holy assassin. You can exchange presents for these later. Lieutenant Gadirida is on duty in this compartment. I have ordered her to gather information on all the workers who wear red and scarlet in the bay. This is pointless. The red scarf will not prove guilty. It's merely a symbol. It could be a trap. I need to find her. I will watch the enforcer and those who are watching her return. Your enforcer knows nothing about the life in this apartment, I guarantee. A better source of her, a good friend of mine who knows a lot about it. We usually get him to talk. He's terrified of pain and death. Okay. We need to provoke them into making a move. Intimidate them with a pending threat. False sense of impurity. Convince them they can now strike. Okay, hang on. Intimidate with them with an impending threat. Plant a rumor of impending raid among the workers using local gossip. Flaming Voice relies on a talker and those who keep no secret fears pain. An unreliable is bad for holding serious. Good for him. Okay, so he will spread the rumors. Install a foul sense of impunity. Convince them they can and must act now. The enforcer who answers to Mr. Steele is some symbol of order and obedience chamber. She is standing in the way. When she disappears, my enemies will believe it is safe to strike. Okay, so we got to get rid of her. Strike out and spark that will ignite the flame. I feel them lurking in the crowd, my enemies. They are cautious, but I must find them and let them believe their luck. Then they will shred their masks and I will take them. Such is my plan. Okay. They look on science, not understanding yet, but it matters not. I am on a hunt. Alright, so the whip. This is the whip. An old burn sprints across the body of scarlet patch. Look at him, heavy baton, covered in blood and symbolized in boundless power, like a fierce leather whip. She's lashed with both her hands and her gaze. What are you looking at, beggar? You've finished your shift. You go to the barracks. You start your shift. You check in with the foreman and get to work before Matilda comes to pat you on the back. And Matilda, I presume, is that wonderful, not at all intimidating baton at your belt. I guess our disguise is working. but I would rather not spend the next few watches in the medbay because of a misunderstanding. Furnace Master? Master at Arms? I apologize for not reckoning you, ma'am. Okay. We are conducting an inquest. Answer the spinner's questions. I hope your report will be useful. Awareness. What can your scars? Let's try this. Success. She watches the serfs slave her away, exhausting of his strength. There's no compassion in her eyes. She's simply a resource that she commands to use and discord. She hates them because she blames them for her pain, her wounds. Do this. A group of workmen wearing weird skirts were seen in the compartment just after the attack on the shrine. The foreman stated that they were at work on the freight line. No gunpowder on their clothes, no fresh wounds. Too many of them had started wearing red masks, and it muddles the trail. But we also found some red scarves and bloody rags in one of the shredders only shortly afterwards. We sealed off the exits and reduced the air supply to the maintenance tunnels to an absolute. Now you can't stay there longer than a few minutes without passing out. There's no way the bastards could have left the plasma chamber. They're definitely here somewhere. Let them in. Let the enforcers converse. I will keep an eye on them. Workers hide their eyes, but I can hear the murmuring echoing through the bay. There is an important rage in their hearts directed at the whip. For she is the embodiment of the very order they despise. Why do they not realize that the enforcer is a shield as much as a lash? Some of the people I escorted to the other side look at me the same way. In the past, I didn't understand, but now, do the lay people see spinners performing their duty to the undying one, or enforcers performing theirs to the domain as monsters? Do I sense a touch of his will? The undying emperor wishes to bestow revelation upon me in this trying hour. Let his chart show me the way. Breathe in the essence of the ashen blood faithful. Lighten the mind, granting it the grace of reading his sign. After an epiphany sweeps my thoughts away. Oh, this is kind of nice the way this comes up. Pulling me into a blessed trace. The fingers move of their own accord over a sacred deck and draw a cord. It is the martyr. I see a tear of the blood wash over the pale figures of the image. They shift and become the whip's face. A portent from him. The undying one blesses me to take whip. The minions of the Nezamites fear her. When her soul is delivered to the undying one, the traitors will feel invulnerable. They will crawl out of their holes and fall into my web. I know how the whip's thread will end. I cannot sever whip's thread with a blade, for the serfs will recognize me as one of the spinners and lose all courage. But the spark of the machine's spirit in the plasma drive chambers has already claimed the lives of many. I will use this, and thus this web will be spun. Alright, so I've gotta kill the whip. But I've got to electrocute her. So power cords everywhere.
My visions showed this path.
Power cords
and
everywhere.
many others.
Been here before. Ah! Reservoir of technical fluid. If it leaks, the power of the conductive charges will spread imperceptibly across the floor. Spill the liquid. Cable running with the power on the a cable thrumming with power of the conductive charge. A single swipe of the blade will send it the enforcer's soul. Okay, so come here. You guys get out of there.
Walks with me.
Back here. Carry out the will of the undying. Oh. Too early. Okay, I gotta wait for her to... Too early. The quarry must not see the hunter set the snare. Okay. Now she's off screen. Okay, there.
No sleep, no rest. Only duty, only death.
I'm gonna stand over here. I'm gonna wait for the whip to come up. And she'll step in this, and that'll take her out. I don't know if it's gonna kill her, or... Yeah, it might kill her. Yeah. Why did it have to be her? Shock baton. Okay, let's collect. Right. So, right, where's the? Let's see. Probably maybe got to plant a rumor pending. So we've taken this out. Need to identify necessary accomplishments. Plant a rumor of impending raid. Oh, that's right. We got to find the one guy.
The threads.
What's that I was supposed to find? Gotta find a local. Gotta find a local guy. Oh, it's dead. Yeah, they're already reacting to it.
The web beckons.
Dang, is that it? This. Long time no see. Spinel, tell me, what does silence taste like? Being a secret code. Okay, so this is the guy. Everyone knows silence doesn't taste like anything. If you want to earn rations, you better start dealing with words. He speaks casually, but his voice is slimy and slippery. His eyes are as dirty as an oil-stained garment. The imprudence of his gaze and words he turns them to us. He is unclean, knows it. He is unrepentant. That's a funny look. And a rich. And you have a funny-looking company. Are you here to sell or buy? Before you answer, remember the first rule. Every word has a price. We're bargaining for information with this lowlife now? Is that the duty of every serf to aid the Rector and Associates freely and willingly? No. Oh boy, here it comes. No, they don't get along. Who's that with you? An enforcer and a spinner. You want me dead? If anyone sees me talking, they'll snap my neck. So off you go. Okay, I gotta... Well, persuasion doesn't look like that's gonna work. Medicaine. Oh, I could drug him. This is what I want. Drug him. Why am I feeling so calm? Fine. Ask what you want, but then leave. My reputation cost me a lot of blood, and I didn't earn it to have it trampled in the dust because you people happened to stop by. One glance is enough for me to see your true self, Stain. You are a liar and a manipulator, peddling with other people's secrets and not knowing how to keep your mouth shut. If you become the bait, sowing confusion among the minions of the Nemesites, who hope to wait out the lockdown, they think they have enough time. I will deprive them of the confidence. Okay. Where did things stand on the plasma drive? Speak with it. We just had an enforcer die. I swear she did it to herself. Stepped right on a wire and riled up the machine spirit. She gotta be careful now. You lot gotta be careful now. There's a bunch of workers in the far corner who now gather between every shift, whispering to each other. They don't invite me. They say I talk too much. Well, if they're scared, my tongue That means they'll have something to hide. And of course, everyone's talking about the Nemesis. Surely the foundry and the chapel were big, but now he's helping people all over. A lot of folk are sticking with him now. You can knock my teeth out if I'm lying. I don't got many of those left anyhow. But I'll tell you this, even if someone finds him, they won't rat him out. Set up the snare. Be a raid soon. Be careful, I warn you in appreciation of your cooperative nature. What? Are you... That information was not meant for his ears. Well, really? I see. Well, if that's all you wanted, then can I go? Go, Stain, and be my herald. Yeah, so he's going to go pass the word that there's going to be a raid. This is interesting. Difficult to admit, but I do not share the Master-at-Arms' indignation. He came here to get information about traitors, not to reveal our secrets. The Arrogants here coming retribution will make them nervous, prone to mistakes, like to give themselves away. You're free to believe me or walk away. Oh, I like this one. Reveal the truth to them and they will harm themselves with it. Okay. And she said there were some people over in the corner. Ah, what is this? Okay, over there. Got it. So let's...
Follow my steps.
Kill a shadow. Heed the voice of the crowd. Okay. Lay people huddled together in a pile of sweltering bodies, filthy and battered by the enforcers' batons, reeking of sweat and disease. Their hearts pump blood faster and faster through bulging veins as two of them send red-hot sparks into the air with their words like hammer and anvil. The plan appears to have work spinner. The air itself is charged with something. And it's not conductive charge. These serfs, they are stirring. Listen to the rapid heartbeats. The lay people are frightened, angry. They feel the impunity sprout like a weed among the whip's demise. They feel the threat crushing them from the upper decks, both imminent and inevitable. What are those two talking about? The enforcer's dead. Punishers from the upper deck will soon follow the Nemesite's trail. This is our chance. We need to act. This is it. I can sense the prey is close. They have little fear of giving themselves away anymore. They need a spark to ignite the flame, something that will convince the Nemesite's followers that they are strong, and the Damon's servants are to wait for the right moment, then light the spark. They tell us this is how it's meant to be. Just because we're born on the upper decks, just because they were born on the upper decks and we down below in the darkness. Is it really the God Emperor's will that they grow fat on the fruits of our labors, revel in luxury while we die without water or medicine? No matter how hard you work, they will wring everything out of you and give you nothing. Who allowed this to happen? The rogue traitor. His name be damned. A Grox on his throne. A tyrant throwing our bones into the furnace of his protectorate. Shut your foul mouth, void dog. It's too soon. I understand your anger. You must temper it. What did you say about the Lord Captain, the one who gives you work, food, and... Oh, what did you say about the Lord Captain, the one who gives you work, food, shelter? You insolent deadbeats. I can see why you have gathered here. I will not let you start another rebellion. Thank you, reaching for your Vox caster. If you do not disperse, I will give the order to vent the plasma chambers. You have 5, 4... A tyrant's lackey. If you do this, you'll die with us, you madman. Protect the Lord Captain and his crew. I see you've never met an Infernus before. Faces are twisted with fear. Will they retreat? Will they flee? Will they be hunt be thawed? No. Oh, KIbellah's going to come in and say something. Oh! A small throwing blade flies out from my palm and draws a scarlet line across the anvil's neck. If I had wished it, she would be dead, but she continues to breathe and to bleed. And the screaming furiously as she looks. The rogue traitors' assassins are here. Look, they want to kill me. Find the assassins. The spark is lit. Whoa, lots of bodies to kill. Oh, what have we got coming in here? The lay people press in from all sides, pushing and shoving. Their faces are ablaze with terror and rage. Now, violent energy boils through the masses of the bodies. The power will be difficult to tame. Frightened people are dangerous people, and the hunt was meant to go differently. Such is the Undying One's will. What do we got here? One of the voices rises above the other. A voice of burly, bearded technoman. Furnace smells of sweat and sacred urchins. He is not afraid, and he merely pretends to be. Beneath the shudder of terror, I hear excitement. Do we deserve to be executed, my brothers and sisters? Have we not labored in sweat on our brow? Have we not perished from the outbursts of the raging machine spirit? Why do they call us rebels? We are being punished. Why are we being punished? So this is Furnace, okay. Take a closer look at him. Strong, heavy, enormous hands whose blows would be feared. Great belly has become a symbol of success. He does not starve. So those who follow will not starve. Powerful leader. Feel the rage growing in the pen. Yeah, okay. The people have amassed grievances. Forces are cruel to them. They believe their fears eradicates treason. The officers despise them for their clothing. Their hands are filthy. Quartermasters rob them. Withhold from them what they are owed, for their clan is not strong enough to make demands. They are vulnerable. Their hearts are vulnerable. The Undying One commands us to spin a web to catch such hearts before they plunge into the abyss of treason. Something else mixed into this. About their righteous indignation. Something that taunts them, excites them, angers them. Something is foul, hovering in the air. Aberration. Think about... I turn my thoughts to him for his people that are standing before me. What would he do? Which of you was it that dared call judgment unfair? I demand to see you. Already been named you. Pray for having blessed with toil and energy. Who would you be without them? Nothing but worthless rebel. Whoops. My words frighten them and wound them because they are just, and that makes the anger swell even more. Okay, great. Rot! There's rot. Where rot is. Why are you surprised? Have these officers ever treated us another way? A new voice. Sandpaper up. Tears through the rumble of the crowd. Its owner is ragged and filthy. Feverish gleam burns inside. Words inflame the people's minds, like rot feasting on a wound. Rot cries out. That's because you're afraid of them. But they're not afraid of you. We have the almighty baton. All you have is the source of the power that feeds the whole ship. Why should we not take you for granted? It serves you right, you cowards. His ugly shriek spills like venom upon the sweating faces. Slowly draw closer and closer. Sense the smell hanging over the crowd. Take a deep breath. It carries the same stench as rot. Skinny scrawny rot leers at me with a gaping mouth. He is nobody who has nothing. His body has wasted away from disease. His hands are 5 fingers short. His fate is sealed. That makes him convincing. People know he has nothing to gain for himself, no reason to lie. His poverty is earned. Okay, let's go back to thoughts of... I address the... Okay, so... Such words heard will not be forgotten. I hereby cast this compartment for spreading thoughts. The dominant takes care of all, for such is his burden, but cannot save everyone. He only cares about his flunkies. Oh, and another one. We will not commit rebellion, but we will not allow ourselves to be slaughtered by villains. The law and the emperor are on our side. Young woman steps forward, slender and supple like a rapier. If they want to crush us with fear and death, let them kill us. It will only prove our righteousness. The ring calls command pressed itself into the hearts of the foul stench of the shackles almost knocked me off my feet. More. Try this. Good. That tantalizing, elusive scent of rage is more stench. It is the weapon of a decrepit trio, which was used to influence the minds of the invisible, intoxicating their minds. The crowd reeks of flowering treason. I delve down to its root and realize what it is that rejects his will so. His sacred privileges is being attacked. He alone chooses who may journey with him. But these three instigators, they are determined to make the decisions for themselves, drag their souls of all around them into the fires of violence with them. They are prudent upstarts who have put themselves above him and above me, the second spinner of the Bloodspin Whip, his chosen servant. The realization of such audacity burns to my very soul. Let's look in her eye. She is frail, but there is strength in her, an authority taken for granted and understood by everyone. She is clearly ready to command, legions willing to die for such maids, beautiful and resolute as they are. She carries no banner in her hand, for she herself is the banner. Appeal loudly and extegently. Noise drowns out thoughts and stops me focusing on this, so I can't do that. Death will claim you all, but not today, unless you're truly keen to meet its embrace. Do you wish to die? I swear that everyone who follows the mutineers will perish this day. To your lips, heretic. I like that one. The enemy has them in their grasp. They surround me, threatening, pointing fingers, cursing. They dare not strike, not yet. But already their enormous bulk presses upon me as a smell of blood in the air grows thicker by the minute. And I'm not going to do that. Stop! You're committing treason. Cannot be... Okay. Stand firm. Do not resist. Press forward. Breathing is going short. Bones are crunching. Somebody is screaming in my face. I endure the stench. No. Yes. Assist me or no? I'm not. They're not going to be able to assist me. Do it. I can bear it on. The blades are in my hands. Sing. The blood streaks across the astonished face. I am done speaking and exhorting. I merely dance on the thread that I have spun. I bestow death and blessed wounds. I catch a glimpse of the rapier's cloven face in the furnace's open belly. The rot's severed hand falls on my feet. Its owner flees howling. I dance and breathe so freely. Did not go as I had planned. The smell of blood lingers in the air like the stench of impending defeat. Two bodies are sprawled before me. I have severed their threads. The third blasphemer managed to escape, but his disemboweled hand also lies on the floor. Useless meat. What can... Oh! Very little. The faint traces of mutation are twisted by the foul stench of corruption emanates from their meat. Their deformity, strangely colored brains, and their crushed skulls that spawn the heresy of sedition. What will the appearance of the survivors tell me? They're huddled in the corners, ashamed of their own subservience. They tried to convince themselves that the blood they so foolishly spoke would absolve them. Now they know they are not enough. The flaming voice and steel mattresses. Their threads have not been cut. I realize with astonishment that they are standing close to me. Flaming voice is furiously reproaching all those who had only recently joined their oath, while steel mistress becomes like a siren, shaking her maul and threatening punishment. They are useless to the hunt now. Time for the next step. Thrill runs through the strand of my conscience. This is Dominic Mathick? Can I truly feel him again? Or am I imagining? I need to concentrate. I gaze at the puddles of blood and patterns they form. I see a labyrinth. The Undying One has given me a sign. My hand finds the sealed case in which his tarot cards reside. It's time for a divination in the blood of the dead. It will reveal to me the name of their unholy master. I draw the beginning, the spread. The Hound. I gaze at the card and depicts at its depiction of the Astra Militara armored vehicle that bears the formidable name. The pursuit of truth, sacrifice, and victory. This is me, and I am on the right track. I draw the heart of the spread. The Harlequin, inverted, lies, manipulation, shadowy play, blocking the path. But it is a lie exposed, a deception that must be revealed. I draw the end of the spread. Preacher, a man who carries an idea and proclaims it. But who is it? Nemesite? One of his supporters? Someone already slain or someone still alive? The divination is so clear. So I draw a fourth card. It is dangerous to ask for more of the dying one, but I must know. She is really into it, isn't she? The Aquila, holy image, watches me from within the card, and my heart grows rigid with the knowledge of what it represents. Holy image. The undying one has manifest his omen in the traitor's blood. The hunt that has begun will complete it by the unveiling of the great deception. Our enemy is elusive because he is a powerful ally, one who espouses faith in the emperor of the vessel. The ship's confessor is in league with the Nemesite. He will be the next prey. Oh. Well, what do we got here? The confessor? The one that was in the chapel? We have a religious zealot? Well, they're all zealots. It is 40K, nevertheless. Just which side are they on? Interrogate the ship's confessor. Okay, bridge. Okay, I gotta go to the bridge. Oh, that's right. I was in my chambers. All right, so here we go. Our captain. So let's. I'm at 50 minutes. Let's save it here, and we'll pick this up next time. Thank you very much for watching. Everyone have a terrific day.